So these are not tacos. I mean, they look pretty good, but they're an American interpretation of tacos. These are tacos. Beautiful, amazing, colourful, greasy, perfect tacos. Welcome to Mexico. And I know, trust me, I live in Mexico. I have a Mexican wife and everything, and I'm a chef. And Mexican food is so interesting and full of flavour, but maybe not so good for your waistline. And chamorros are basically pork shanks. It's also known as the hock. It's the top part of the leg, and because they are sold on the bone, they are full of flavour. Today I'm going to be cooking 3 chamorros, and as you can see here, they have quite a bit of fat, which equals amazing flavour. First, we're going to want to season them well with salt and pepper, making sure they are fully coated by mopping up all that seasoning and leaving them to a side to slightly cure for about an hour. Then heat up a heavy bottom pan almost to smoking and place in your chamorros. If you don't hear the sizzle, then it's not hot enough. We're using a heavy bottom pan because it helps us retain the heat and gives us more control in braising. You want to make sure you get a decent amount of colour on the meat all the way around, so just keep turning them until they brown nicely. This will also start to render out the fat, and it's also why I didn't add any oil to the pan. But make sure you colour all the way around the legs, as colour is flavour. Whilst that's browning off in the back, we're going to smash up and peel some garlic, half and juice about 4 oranges, and then I'm going to add a very Mexican ingredient called achiote, also known as annatto. This is a seed that's ground up and used as a spice and a food colouring. As you'll see, when I add it to the orange, it'll turn really red. But it's kind of got an earthy yet tangy flavour and works really well with pork. So break up and whisk in about 30 grams before adding my favourite chilli once again, the guajillo. Subtle in spice, but it has a smooth but slightly bitter taste. Make sure you empty out the seeds and leave them to a side while we rough chop up an onion and we get our chicken stock ready. About 500 millilitres should do. Now once the pork legs have some colour on, take them out and leave them to a side while we cook off the onion. Then add the guajillo chilies to toast a little bit to extract their flavour. And then the garlic, some coriander seeds, bay leaves, paprika, salt, and once it's all started to smoke, add the orange and achiote juice to deglaze the pan. You want to bring all that to a simmer before adding back the chamorros and covering with the chicken stock. Top up the pan with water and try to wrestle with getting them all under the surface. Here I should have used a bigger pan as these bones were bigger than I thought, so I just decided to keep rotating them so they cook evenly. Place a lid on top and bring it to the boil, and then take it down to a simmer, making sure to keep checking and rotating them every 20 to 30 minutes, but we're going to cook them for between 3 to 4 hours or until all the meat is beautifully tender and almost falling off the bone. Once ready, remove the legs and let cool for a little bit and add about 4 chopped tomatoes to the now boiling stock. Also use a ladle to try and remove the top layer of grease that has accumulated, and let everything cook together for about 15 minutes on a slow simmer. Then once it's cooked, transfer to a blender and blend on high until very smooth, and to go the extra mile, strain it through a sieve using a spatula. Remove the meat from the bone with tongs and a knife as it's probably still pretty hot. Once it's cooled enough, get your fingers in and pull that soft tender meat apart, trying to take out all the fatty bits. Add the meat back to the pot of sauce to cook through and thicken a little bit. Then get yourself some tortillas. We're in Mexico, so no need to make your own. I recommend flour tortillas for this, but corn works just as well. As you can see, the meat is all nice and sticky and saucy, so place it in the centre of your tortilla. Top with the diced onion, cilantro, guacamole, and pickled onion. Then squeeze over freshly cut lime and get ready for this incredible explosion. It's sweet and bitter with a touch of spice, beautifully soft meat, and that creamy guac and pickled onions really top it off. And that's it, tacos de chamorro, the perfect way to ease yourself into the world of real tacos. Let me know what you think below, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, do all that stuff. I'll see you in the next one, so just keep cooking.